so glad that you're here for our Living at Duke Part 2 webinar of our Summer Transition Series. My name's Yana Mitsos, and I'm an Assistant Director for New Student and Family Programs at Duke University, and we're so excited that you've taken some time out of your day to join us. So if you were here at last week's webinar, welcome back. If this is your first time joining us, we host these weekly webinars throughout the summer to get important information directly from the experts in front of students. All of our webinars are recorded, so you can go to our YouTube page or our NSFP website to review past content and register for future ones. And after I finish talking, I will drop the link to the NSFP website that has all of the registration links and schedule of our STS webinars. So today, we've invited our colleagues from the DukeCard office, Office of Information Technology, Duke Technology Center, and Duke Dining to answer questions and share insight about essentials of living at Duke. So before I turn it over to them, I wanted to give you all a heads up that we will be recording the webinar and posting it online after we're finished. You'll also see at the bottom of your screen a Q&A button. This is your way of asking questions directly to panelists. At the end of the presentation, we'll start going through the questions and answering them for the group. So feel free to drop your questions as we move through the content, and we'll answer them at the end. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our DukeCard team first and let them introduce themselves, and then we'll get into the content.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I'm Debbie with DukeCard. I'm going to go over a few things that will help you get ready for your first day on campus ahead of time while you're at home over the summer. We can go to the next slide. Okay, so before you come, you just want to make sure that you have your NetID password set up and that you have enrolled in MFA, the multi-factor authentication. There's a website there, and I believe a couple other folks will talk about MFA and your NetID in a few minutes. Once you've done that, you want to go to either your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and download the app eAccounts. You'll log into that. And from that app, you will want to make sure you submit your DukeCard photo. So the sooner you do that, the sooner you will be able to add your DukeCard to your mobile device. Once you have eAccounts installed, you will go to the profile tab in that app and just upload. There's a place you can upload a photo you already have, or take a photo with your phone and send it in on the app. You'll want to make sure that you're checking your Duke email after that to make sure you get an email from DukeCard saying that your photo has been approved. If for some reason it hasn't been approved, you will get an email saying why it wasn't approved and what you need to do to make sure it gets approved when you resubmit it. Once you do that, you will log back into eAccounts and you will just go through the settings to download your DukeCard onto your phone. And we can go to the next slide. So you'll have your DukeCard on your phone at that point. You'll want to go to the website dukecard.duke.edu/pin and make sure you set up a pin. That will be used if you order food on campus. You might need that for mobile ordering. Not mobile order, for ordering food from an off-campus vendor, or if you're in a room that has a Wi-Fi lock, you will need your PIN to get into your room. A couple other things is you can choose your preferred name on DukeHub, and that will show up on your DukeCard, your mobile DukeCard. And lastly, you can add funds to what we call Flex, and that can be used at dining, at the bookstore, or at vending machines. So if you go to our website, dukecard.duke.edu, there's a place there that you can add money to your Flex account. So the most important thing is just make sure you get your photo in early and make sure you watch to see that it's approved. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, now we're going to turn it over to our colleagues with the Office of Information Technology.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rodney Cozart. I'm Senior Manager of the OIT Service Desk and also the Walk-Up Service Desk that's located in Perkins Library. Um, as students, you have a couple different ways of contacting us if you need any type of technology support or just any questions in general while you're on campus or even before if you get to school. Listed at the top is our info where you can contact us. This is our phone number that goes to the service desk. Also, you can visit our website on the OIT website, just oit.duke.edu/help. And on there, you can find our hours that we're open. Also, there's a link if you want to chat with us instead of calling us on the phone. Or if you don't want to call us on the phone or start a chat, you can always submit a ticket there as well. Leave contact information on how we can get back to you either by phone or by email. And those are the ways to contact us before you get on campus or and also after you get on campus. And if you have any questions about anything, even if it's not with us, you can give us a call and we can try to help direct you in the right area. Um, Once you get on campus, we have a walk-up location. And go back one slide for me. I'll keep going while you get back to that slide. Once you get on campus, we have walk-up service desk that's available for the students. And what that'll allow you to do is bring your computer by, ask any type of technology question. If you need help downloading any software, anything like that, then we're there for you. Help with getting any software, email, anything like that on your phones, any type of device type question, just come by and see us. So think of us as if we are your Genius Bar or either your Best Buy Geek Squad. So come figure us out. Come take a look at us. We're there for that as well. We also rent equipment. And what this is that if you're on East Campus and you get up with West Campus one day and you forgot your charger for your laptop, or if you got your cell phone charger, or if you need to rent anything for any fun events like a camera or a GoPro or anything along that lines, just come by and take a look at what we have, and you can also rent out. All rental is free as long as you don't damage the equipment and as long as you return it on time as well. A couple other important websites you want to go to. Make sure you go to software.duke.edu. Once you sign in after you get your net ID and set up your MFA, once you get there, that'll give you access to all the free software that is available to you. Please don't go out and buy Microsoft Office. You get a free copy of that once you get your net ID. Just take a look over there, see what you get. Also, the second link, the link equipment page is a new page that we just put out about a week ago. That'll give you an idea of all the link equipment stuff that we have available to you. So you can check that out anytime as well after you have your NetID password as well. So that's pretty much what we do in general. We're here for all your technology support, and just come let us know if you have anything that you need help with, and we'll also be set up on East Campus on move-in day as well. Thanks.
All right, I think I'm up next here. I'm Sam Naeem. I'm with the IT security office. My role here is as one of the security operations analysts, but I'm also the awareness lead. So um, I don't want to throw too much information y'all's way, just because I know you're gonna have a ton of information thrown your way. One thing to really remember is our email is security@duke.edu. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Whatever it is, please feel free to reach out to us. Our job is here to help y'all really. We want you guys to stay as safe as possible online. A lot of what we preach, and I know it comes off as preachy, but a lot of the stuff that we do preach really will help you in the future. It'll help you in your career. I mean, tech is basically in every facet of our lives. It's in whatever field you're going to get into, cybersecurity is going to be important. So we do have a website set up for y'all. A lot of the information is going to be there. security.duke.edu/students, and I can send that link when I pass the mic over to DTC. I'm going to touch on a few things that are super, super important. First being using good passwords, strong passwords, unique passwords. Don't use the same password for everything. The reason we say that is because there is a website called haveibeenpwned.com that you can go to, type in your email address, and it'll show you all the different breaches and data breaches that your email address may have been associated with. I work in IT security. I have 4 breaches associated just with one of my emails. There are massive companies like AT&T who just had a massive breach last year. They leaked my email, my password. For a 6-month period, they leaked out information like who I texted, what time I texted, how often I did. These data breaches happen all the time. No company is 100% safe, right? Sorry to pick on AT&T there. There have been a lot of others that have had data breaches, right? The only reason I bring that up is because I want to stress that as much as possible. This is something to keep in mind moving forward, not only while you're at Duke, but after Duke as well. We do also have Duke Unlock. It is a biometric login. It takes 30 seconds to set up and will save you that 30 seconds within a couple logins. What it is, it allows you to use your fingerprint, or if you're on a Windows device, you can also use Windows Hello, which is the facial recognition. It lets you log in without having to type in your password or deal with Duo. Before we move to the next slide, I do want to bring up one more thing. All of these, the setup for Duke Unlock and what I'm about to mention is on this website here, security.duke.edu/students. We also offer a piece of software called 1Password. It is free for students. It's a password manager. It will generate and save passwords for you, and it's a very secure way to do it. I use it myself for my Duke accounts and my personal accounts. As Rodney mentioned, check out software.duke.edu. You can find it there along with a whole ton of other software as well. Now, if we move on to the next slide, there's another website I want to recommend, which is duke.edu/online. This is the self-service page. This is where you'll go to change your password, your CRV question, which are your security question. You'll also have a security tab here. This is where you can set up MFA. You can get a link to Duke Unlock here. You can also sign up for like simulated phishing, which I'm in charge of. Y'all, as students, will receive simulated phishing throughout the school year. If you guys have any problems with simulated phishing or want to yell at anyone, please don't yell at me. I will be the one responsible, but direct all that towards my manager. That's what he's here for, right? So one last thing, again, before I pass the mic over to DTC, I just want y'all to know that we are here for you. Please feel free to reach out to us at any point. Email is the best way. We have someone on call at 24/7, so someone will be available to help you. security@duke.edu is our email address. Thank you.
All right. Hi, everyone. Just like everyone else has said, welcome and congratulations to Duke. My name is Grant Martin. I'm the IT manager over the computer program for Duke Stores. We want to go to the next slide. So this is what our store looks like. We're located in the lower level of the university store inside the Bryan Center. If you guys toured campus, you should be fairly familiar with the Bryan Center. If you want to go to the next slide. So these are QR codes. I'm not sure that you can scan them from your screen. You should be getting a mailing also with a physical copy of this in the mail sometime soon. I'm not sure when it goes out, but links will be provided to each of these. Oh, they're already there. I see now in the chat. These are your reservation pages where you can submit reservations for our featured models. We deal with all the major brands, Apple, Dell, Lenovo, Microsoft. If you want to go to the next slide. So these are the reasons to buy from us, the 5 main reasons. Access to the loaner program. If you guys buy from us, we provide a loaner for the duration of any repair. This is done through the OIT help desk and Rodney's crew. We work hand in hand to make sure that program goes well. We can answer any questions about the loaner program too if you have any, either me or Rodney. We have the lowest possible prices on the most current model. This is outside of any random special that any other wholesalers may be providing to anyone. We try to build computers that are designed to get you through the 4 years that you're here. We try and future-proof the devices to make sure, especially with all the advancements in AI that are coming. We wanted to make sure we build computers that are going to last, not one that gets you just to your like junior year and starts to bug out on you. On-campus service and support. We just want to make sure you have peace of mind. This is also done through Rodney's department. Um, and your EDU, your choice. We wanted to make sure that we offered a selection of devices that were suitable for everyone's needs. There's a range of devices from each vendor that should be able to get everyone through what they're trying to do for their schoolwork. So if you want to go to the next slide. Uh, when you go to our page, you'll scroll down, you'll see these banners, and you'll be able to submit your reservations through these banners. We offer the option of ship to home or pick up on campus when you get here. So I think that's it for me.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Duke. Go to the next slide. At Duke Dining, we have more than 45 locations across campus. Our dining locations also have mobile ordering through the Duke Dine Out mobile ordering application. We have merchants on points, and that's where we have off-campus locations that have contracts with Duke Dining that deliver to spots across campus. We also have food trucks, which accepts food points, and they operate Monday through Friday evenings. So we have a great variety, and it ensures that no matter where students are or what their schedule looks like, they can always find an option that works best for them. You can go to the next slide. Okay, sorry, you can go to the next slide. Okay. Our health and wellness programming that we have within Duke Dining includes monthly outreach events to students that reinforces Duke Dining's mission. We have an on-staff dietitian that's here to help make the most out of the students' campus dining experience, whether students have special dietary needs or just need guidance as they navigate dining during their time at Duke. Okay. A little bit about the Allergen Ask Me Awareness Program. It was created to help students feel confident about asking about their food allergies or dietary needs, and to ensure that they have access to trained representatives who understand dietary needs. This program was also critical in earning our Fair Check Gold certification at venues like Marketplace, Trinity Cafe, and our fully allergen location in its time. Okay. All first-year students are automatically enrolled into the dining plan. It's required for every student living on campus at Duke. And the first year plan specifically includes 14 meal swipes per week and food points to eat for lunch during the week and weekends as well. Flexibility is built in. So if you have a missed meal, we have equivalency options at locations like the Skillet, Trinity Cafe, or at its time. Unused food points roll over into spring, but must be used by the semester end, and dining plans are designed to encourage community while meeting diverse dietary preferences and schedules for students. Okay. So in Duke Dining, it's more than just food service. It's a key part of the student experience in providing nutritious and inclusive dining options across campus. And feel free to email dining@duke.edu if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. We do want to make sure that we answer any and all questions. So if you have any questions, please send them in the Q&A. I'm going to start with, there was a question about purchasing a MacBook and whether or not that would be suitable for an engineering student. Are there specific brands of laptops that are preferred for, different majors? Yeah.
I think I can answer that. I try my best to answer it in the chat as well. I did work as a desktop support analyst over at Pratt, which includes BME, ECE, and the other engineering departments. You can use a MacBook for sure. Duke does offer virtual machines that run Windows. So if there is Windows specific software, you can run it on a Mac. It may be a little bit more complicated, but if you're dead set on getting a MacBook, don't let that deter you. Some software like SolidWorks or CAD may work a little bit better on a Windows device where you're not running it on a VM, but it's totally up to you. If you want to get a MacBook, they will make sure you have a way to access the software that you need to access.
Thank you. So we have a question about receiving tech support even if you don't buy your laptop or technology at Duke. Is there a way?
So
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll take this. So we will provide support to any student who brings a computer up to the link service desk. There's a couple different things that happen. If you buy your computer from the Duke Technology Center, when you bring it to us, if we have to send it off to get repaired, let's say it's the computer does have a warranty on it, we send it off, get it repaired, you get a loaner while your machine is being repaired. If you buy your machine from the Apple Store or Best Buy or wherever you may buy it from, if it does have an Apple Care warranty on it, we'll still send it off to get it repaired. You just don't get a loaner while your machine is being repaired. That's the big difference between buying from Technology Center and not buying for Technology Center. But we will still take a look at the machine if you bring it up to us. The only machines that we can send off for repair are Apple, Lenovo, and Dell. And Grant, correct me if I'm wrong, are we doing Surface now?
We are Surface qualified now for
Okay.
yeah, we are authorized service provider for Microsoft Surface.
Awesome. And still on the computer wave, is it possible to purchase a computer or an iPad through the Duke store and have it shipped home over the summer? Or would it need to be picked up once the student's on campus? And do you sell other things like monitors, external keyboards, etc.?
Yes to everything on that. We do offer the ship to home options. If you go through the featured computers that we have on our pages, there's the option to select ship to home. So and we also have an iPad section too on that underneath the Apple banner. So you can look and see the available iPads. For the other peripheral items like monitors, keyboards, and whatnot, yes, we also sell those. Any specific questions about those I'd refer you to email us specifically at dtcorders@duke.edu. I can enter that in the chat real quick.
Great. We have a couple questions about free laptops. Would you like to touch on how that works? And
Sure.
what that means?
I can answer that briefly because we do work hand in hand with the Duke Life program. Any specific questions, I would refer to them, and that's dukelife@duke.edu. So dukelife@duke.edu. They asked, do they need to reimburse Duke for the computer? I'm going to say 99% of the time, no. They do not need to reimburse Duke. It's basically a scholarship/grant offer. I'm sure there are stipulations where, like, if you don't finish your education or something like that, that I'm not aware of. I just don't know
Uh,
the answer 100%. I would refer to them, but I know under most cases, like, yes, the laptop is yours to keep. It's not like a rental or anything.
Thank you. Switching gears a little bit. So we have some questions about where to eat on campus. Grayson, would you like to talk a little bit more about where can we find some food?
Yeah. So I see the question is Marketplace the only cafeteria on campus? No, that is not the only cafeteria on campus, but that is the only all you care to eat dining location on campus, like which is like your typical dining hall. The other locations I like to describe as like a food court, and it's based on food points, like $1 equals 1 food point. So like I was saying, you get 14 meal swipes per week that you can use at Marketplace, 2 per day, and your food points can be used to purchase food at Trinity Cafe, which is on East Campus, or at any of our West Campus locations that are retail. Is halal food present in dining halls? Yes, we have a good bit of halal dining options. We have a very close relationship with our Center for Muslim Life, and we work with them on a yearly, weekly, monthly basis. But we also have a website called on our dining website, and I'll drop the link in the chat. It's called Net Nutrition, and that is access for students who are health conscious or like want to know what kind of food they're eating or have dietary needs or any other questions. They can go to that website and it'll have every single dining location listed. It will have their menu item, ingredient label, and like what top 9 allergens are in each menu item. So I'll drop that link in the chat. I'll just keep going on the dining questions. The other one I see is the first year meal plan not accepted in West Campus dining halls. The first year meal plan is designed to be used on East Campus. That's where the swipes will be accepted at. However, we do have an equivalency option. So for example, if a student is not able to make the breakfast time, which is very rare because we open at 6:30. But if they're not able to, whether they want to sleep in that morning or they, are like, hey, I think I'm going to grab some food on West because I have a class coming up. We have a location that will take the breakfast swipe equivalency on East Campus called the Skillet. All right, I think that's all I see for now for dining, unless I missed something.
I think we're good. Thank you. Could you explain Flex more, Debbie?
Sure, yeah. Flex is you prepay it, and then it's a declining balance that you can use across campus at different places. So you can use it for food, but it can also be used at the bookstore, at the student store, the computer store, I believe, and like at vending machines. So it's it used to be used a lot for laundry, but I believe laundry is included next year. So mostly probably somewhere where you just don't want to carry cash around, probably the vending machines, and you want to just have a little bit of extra money. It can be used for food or non-food. And when you graduate, if you have money left on Flex, you will get a refund if it's over $5.
Thank you. All right. Does Duke provide any free tech items?
Such as what kind of tech items?
It's a general, any free tech items.
I would just,
What's they're talking about rental equipment that we have? I'm not sure what that would be.
yeah, I would just highlight that, Rodney, because I can't think of anything right offhand outside of specific like, scholarship programs.
All right. We're gonna switch gears back to dining. What should students do for lunch if there's only 2 swipes per day?
So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the lunch will be fully food point based. So you'll get a certain amount of food points allotted per day, and that will be used for your meals for lunch. And so $1 equals 1 food point. I think it's about $11 to $12 per day.
All right. And we have, is there a specific computer that works best for engineering?
You can take that one, Rodney, if you want.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's maybe not a specific one, but I would probably look at maybe a Windows machine, something that maybe has an i5 at the least, i7 maybe a little bit better, 32 gigs of RAM, something like that. Something you can definitely get from the computer store on campus. If y'all want to contact Grant them, They can get you set up with any type of Dell that you would need that has all the specs that you would need for engineering department. It also come with that 4-year warranty, so you're guaranteed from the time you hit their freshman all the way through your senior year that you'll have a machine that's ready to go and that'll work for you.
Yeah, and just to tag onto that, we did, like I said, try and future-proof the devices this year. So uh, the majority of the ones that we feature outside of a couple of ones we're considering value models, we did go with 32 gigs standard for the memory, just to make sure that they were able to navigate you through your, especially the engineering classes and whatnot. And as Rodney touched on, buying through the back to school program does have the 4-year warranty and wipes out all service fees, so you're not paying anything extra out of pocket once you get the device from us for any repairs.
And just because I work in IT security, do a little plug here. Please make sure that you're running like, if possible, Windows 11. Windows 10 is at end of life. You do need to continue to patch your devices. We do quarantine devices that are not up to par, that are not supported as far as the operating system goes. And as far as Macs go, please be on Mac OS Ventura. Do your best to be as up to date on patches as possible.
All right. Um, let me see. Looks like we have one last question. Can students work at the IT store as part of a work study? Oh, we have
Yes,
one too.
we do hire students. Absolutely. So I don't know the availability we'll have in the fall. So the best thing I can tell you to do is just come see us and fill out an application. I know, not to put Rodney on the spot, but I know he also sometimes hires students at the help desk for IT too. So maybe it could be a trade thing. If we can, maybe he can.
And
So
just to tack onto that too, IT security does have interns as well. So if you're interested in a cybersecurity internship, we don't have any spots open right now, but we may in the fall or spring. If you want to send an email to security@duke.edu, sometime in the fall or spring, we can definitely let you know if there are any openings.
Yeah, you can stop by the link walk-up desk in the bottom of Perkins as well. I do hire as well in the August time frame, so you can stop by as well. Or if you're just looking for online positions at Duke, you can go to the JobX website. That's where a lot of managers post their open positions on campus.
Yeah, thank you all. Okay, we have a couple more questions came through. I guess these two kind of go hand in hand. So is it true that all laptops are sold at the most competitive price? And if you buy an iPad at the Duke store, do you still get the 4-year warranty?
okay, I'll go the first one first. Yes, we did negotiate the best possible pricing. If you look at spec for spec, warranty for warranty. Uh, we we save students usually between hundreds and potentially thousands of dollars on the devices, especially if you do truly look at it spec for spec. Again, I say that outside of any random special like Black Friday sale that we can't compete with. Our pricing is negotiated. We usually hope for a year long, but this year was a little different because of various things going on. So right now we have it at least through back to school. The hopefully that answered the question there. The question about the iPad, the answer to that is no. Sorry. That is the 4-year warranty is just for laptops. The iPad, you do get a 2-year warranty with Apple Care.
Great, thank you. All right, back to dining. Are all meals buffet style or plates with different prices?
Good question. So on East Campus, the marketplace, the dining hall is your typical all you care to eat buffet style. And then on West Campus is like a food court, like if you're at the mall. They have all retail locations with different cuisines. And you just go through the line, you tell them what you want, or it's like made to order, and you pay at the register.
And then policies on cooking in dorms and dorm spaces. Grayson, do you want to tackle this one?
So I do not work in housing. I work in dining, but I would recommend asking housing that question. But they do have like shared kitchen spaces, I know, in the dorms. So I think they're open for use.
And I also to believe you're allowed to have a microwave in your room.
Yeah, and I can drop a link to the housing website, and some of this is also covered in last week's webinar. And so in the link, the very first link in the chat, will take you to our website where you can find the previous webinars and then future registrations. Okay, so can students that are not in a work study program get a job on campus, or is that only for students who have that option as dictated by the financial aid office?
This is a tough one. As of right now, no, it's not just work study. I don't know what it may be in a couple months.
Yeah, I can't speak for all the departments, but right now we hire non-work study students. But again, like Rodney said, the things change. But for the most part, the answer is yes right now.
And then can Duke login pages work internationally?
They can. So we do very highly recommend using the Cisco VPN that we provide our students. We do have a VPN profile for y'all to use. Highly recommend using it. You can get the VPN from software.duke.edu, can be downloaded there. And then if you have any issues with installing, the service desk is there to help. They do an amazing job. Like you'll be able to access the VPN. So if you're going overseas, please make sure to connect to the VPN before you do anything Duke related. And if you want to do like personal stuff on a secure connection, please feel free to log into the VPN. But please know the traffic is coming through Duke.
Great. Well, thank you all so much for being here today. As previously mentioned, this was recorded, so if you missed any parts of today's session or want to share it with friends or family, please take a look at our YouTube and website in the next couple of days. We'll be transcribing the recording and we'll share it out as soon as that process is complete. And next week we have 2 webinars. So the first will be on Monday, June 2nd at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And this will be with Pratt Advising. It'll feature our Pratt Deans who will be there where you can get your advising and registration questions answered. And then the following day, we have an introduction to constellations, which is presented by our colleagues in Trinity. So you can learn how Trinity College students can enroll in and engage with constellations during their first year experience. And again, this one will be on June 3rd at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, we hope to see you all there. If you need to find the registration links, please go to our websites. They will also be in our weekly digests. But yeah, we hope to see you all next week, and thank you so much for being here.